afternoon, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to another exciting and riveting, amazing Propagandacaster from your host, Imperial Dane, the one, the only master of propaganda. We're off here to 1 vs 1 on Crossing in the Woods. In the north, it is Loyal. Although in this case, he's calling himself Weak Grenadier. I guess we can assume we know his opinion on the state of Grenadiers currently for the Wehrmacht. Fun here for the German army, Deutschland. Taking on the role here of the 9th Panzer Division of the south, it is IncaUna. Once more, fun for King Country, the Commonwealth. Taking on the role here of the 11th Armored Division, we got Jaeger Infantry, Spearhead, and Joint Operations, interesting enough, an infantry machine gun Panzerfaust mine bullets versus Mobile Assault Vanguard. And this time we're Royal Engineers and a slight switch off there from this previous match. We had old Commando Doctrines with triple infantry bullets there for IncaUna. Triple section start. Grenadier MD42 here for Loyal there as he pushes westwards. IncaUna, though, dispatching his men bravely towards the west and the east, prepare for any Hun incursions. Pioneers taking out the MD42 moving out. They're being hauled ahead there. Grenadiers ready as well for Loyal and the German army. We got the section sending out there. Lee Enfield rifles clenched tightly in their hand, ready to unleash a small volley of bullets against anything suspiciously German or Irish. Section moving eastwards here. Grenadiers setting out. They ground the western point. He almost got the southern point here as well. Set Bart Wire going up there. Back in Loyal space, we'll probably see more Grenadiers soon here. Also, big thanks to Ichiro Projectile for donating and supporting the Propagandacast. Big thanks to you, and of course to all those who pledge on Patreon supporting me that way. Big thanks to you, you're all part of my company, heroes. More Grenadiers on the way there for Loyal. Pretty much standard stuff there. IncaUna may be planning a 4th section soon enough. Could also be going for Vickers here, and we do get Universal Cavalry, of course, was the 3rd option I was about to mention. Section has suppressed the court slightly off guard here, but MD42 there. Loyal strikes hard here for Das Fahrtlein section. We need to be careful though. If they get caught in the MD42 as well, that's gonna be not much further progress there for IncaUna and the British Army in the west. Eastern section is going to make good progress, not rushing for the fuel pond there. It's enough to securing all the other points before it. Maybe we should just rush straight for it. Grenadiers are taking heavy down from the section. I've got the MD42 moving up to support. The other Grenadiers or Pioneers coming to support there. Some Grenadiers go running here for Loyal space, heading eastwards instead. Grenadiers here very low in health. Section trying to pull up behind the old cut down to just one man, and there you go, forced away. IncaUna buying himself more time and obviously also more fuel. Though in the end, the section does get suppressed, is pushed off. You got the Universal Car arriving here for IncaUna. The Universal Car was a multi-purpose vehicle that used for infantry transport, tractor, reconnaissance, and weapons platform. So, little fanfare there. Pioneers quick ready for the section. Tearing into the section up close with MP4 as long as suppressed. The Pioneers will have an easy challenge. MP42 moving up. 3rd Grenadiers go on the way there for Loyal and the 9th Panzer Division section. They're routed. Vickers K being added there to the Universal Carrier. Also, a little fun side fact, there's actually a bigger version of the Universal Carrier known as the Lloyd Carrier. So that's all less frontline action. So using this point here. Ground points there, digging in. Another fun fact is the Germans actually captured a bunch of Universal Carriers and would actually use some as tank destroyers with the mount Panzerfaust on them. And Panzerfaust, I believe, forming up Panzerjägers, which was actually used in Normandy. Additionally, they in some cases just scrapped them and took the treads to mount them in Opel Blitzers, forming up the Opel Maltier instead. So, little fun fact there. Grenadiers moving up here though for Loyal. Triple Grenadiers there. Grenadiers on fire from the Universal Carrier there. Of course, 2 machine guns laying down a heavy dose of lead there against any German infantry getting into this line of fight. Take up there for Loyal. Back here we got take up there for IncaUna as well. The platoon command post stands ready to lead for the Commonwealth section. Universal coming to the Grenadiers line of fire. There you go. Panzerfaust off. Got a bit too close. Section arriving here. We got no grenade system around there for IncaUna here versus Loyal and Deutschland. We're moving up. Sam's on the way there for IncaUna. His Universal Carrier there, of course, being screened by the infantry to ensure it does not get blasted into bits. Western side being further secured by Loyal and the German army is going to line up here for a push. Sections are well dug in there and will be difficult for the Germans to rout. And there you go, we got some medical supplies going up there. Back here, sappers ready. No further sign of anything going in there for IncaUna. No sign of a doctrine, and neither from Loyal either. Up north, he's flanking about. He could actually hit the Germans in the rear. Nice little move there by IncaUna. Good maneuvering there so far. Machine gun there covering the road, or at least parts of it. Overall, we can see here, Loyal decides to fall back. Possible word about the threat there, and this is flank, and decides, rather than trying to focus on this, they decide to shore up the northern side, then outmaneuver IncaUna possibly. Yep, there's a retreat here from the front line to re-establish a new line of defense here. I think it's the British new line of offense. Hard to say there. Meanwhile, though, IncaUna senses that and quickly shifts in to try and punish Loyal here for falling back. Or at least grabbed in territory. Not a bad move there. Both players here certainly sharp so far. No like to make enough coming there for Loyal. No Panther going to do this either. No healthcare rushing hit. No mines here from Loyal, by the way. No Son of Doctrine. Like to make a nice company with IncaUna committing there to the Vickers machine gun. Going to be pushing eastwards here slowly for the Farsland. Investigating making hit, doing a bit of reconnaissance there, scouting ahead, finding hand traps or trickeries. There we go. I like to mechanized company, and we got the 2-2, like to punch your speed wagon. Standard stuff here. Obviously, best the British, if they go for an AC Mark III, the 2-2 is going to lose a lot of its value very fast. But there you go. You know, let's go flanking against Infantry. We're going to need to try and cover up this with the Panther Faust. Section on the other side. Need to go for deeper flank there. Does not go for, in fact, gets suppressed. Universe can now turn to the gun, leaving the machine gun now actually in a bad spot here. The 2-2's almost done, but may not be in time. As you can see, the heavy machine gun team is taking a lot of damage from the Universal Carrier. Both machine guns causing quite a bit of harm there. Two Loyals and machine gun two then these side coming up, taking heavy damage from the section. In the center, Pani's pushing with a suppressed section, but we got the Universal coming to stop this. 2-2 running here for Loyal and the 9th Panzer Division. Vickers moving up here for IncaUna straight to the Pioneers. And these section routed due to the presence of more grenadiers and, just as importantly, rifle grenades. 2-2 going for the Universal Carrier, aiming there for a quick kill. No snares nearby, no mines, and anti-tank gun means it's a clean run here for Loyal, knocking out IncaUna's Universal Carrier and leaving it nothing but a fire pit. Back here, troops reinforcing, no still upgrades there for IncaUna, no sign of a doctrine either. Remains a bit hesitant there in terms of plans, it seems. Western Fuel Point claimed once more by the British Army, the 11th Armoured. Vickers setting up there, ready to cover the road against any Huns. In the east, going to bring up to the eastern fuel point. 6-pound gun into there, ready for IncaUna, ready to deal with any Hun armoured cars or tanks. We got medics on the way there for Loyal. No sign of anything there. Section under heavy fire from the 2-2. Got 2 kills on it so far. 3 kills and a nice bit of damage. In fact, getting very close into one. Section moving eastwards. West side there still large within British hands. Could consider some mines here. Here would be good spots. Also around here could be another good place to mine there for IncaUna. 6-pound gun being hauled forwards. Pro wants to cover around here and can sort of quit this around to deal with this area or this area. Obviously, these prevent some blind spots for the anti-tank gun, so it's not all beer and skittles there. Grenadiers here versus the Sappers. No upgrades there for Loyal's Grenadiers as of yet. Noting he's up to full Grenadiers. And no Son of Doctrine yet there. Sappers being slowly bled out. And these two we got the sections with the 2-2 backing up by MD42 Pioneers Grenadiers leading into this side. Strong push there by Loyal on the west. We got a hard British push here. Catching Loyal's Grenadiers there in a pretty compromising position. With the 6-pounder gun ready to sort of resist any potential sneaky moves there by the 2-2. Pack 40 there for Loyal, obviously worried about British armoured cars. It is worth noting IncaUna has yet to bother with it. In fact, he may be planning to go straight for the company command post, skipping and then trying to rush out a centre of Cromwell. Definitely not a bad move here by IncaUna so far. I mean, if Loyal had gone for double 2-2s, there could be more incentive towards going for the AC Mark III with a single 2-2 and all those good map control here for Loyal, plus a good early fuel start here. He can push for a pretty fast medium tank, which is one of the British strengths. Since they, along with the Vermont, are probably one of the factions sort of reasonably well pushed out for a fast medium tank here, and that's slightly what IncaUna tend to do with the versus Loyal, who Loyal has yet to take out. In fact, he's been struggling with fuel, so it's going to be really potent here, depending on how IncaUna handles the tank here versus Loyal. Pioneers moving up behind the Vickers, section moving up here, no upgrades still, nor any sign of doctrine here from either side. Both players remain non-committed to doctrines. They are still holding their cards closely. But there you go. Company command post ready there to deliver some hot, spicy tea into the faces of any advancing Germans. MD42 moving up the centre here, ready to try and outmaneuver the British. The Insulaffen going to with the light machine gun in hand. Northeast section there is the Grenadiers as well. 6-pounder gun into a pretty bad spot, in particular since with this, he actually can clear it out if he tries to make a run for the base, possibly. See if he gets into the negative cover here. There we go. Heavy machine gun fire the Grenadiers. Shoot, Ludwig! Shoot! Kill them all! Avenge our fallen! I can't avenge all of them. Well, just some of them. Try harder. There you go. Got the 6-pounder gun, but at least it's close here to the base, so it can't be knocked here by the Germans. Roughing it off as well. Well, he's attempted, but there you go. Vickers to the rescue there for IncaUna. He's looking for a few in the meanwhile. We got a bigger push here for Loyal there. Going to use with machine gun support there. Heavy, in fact. Pushing back another line of IncaUnas. Got strong push there. IncaUna bring up another section. It is interesting to note IncaUna is not really a big bolster man. I mean, most British players will typically be very fast in bolstering, but so far in the matches we've seen, IncaUna is not big on bolsters. He is not big at all, which definitely stands out there. Fourth section out, still no sign of Doctor. We got the Crom on the way there at the 10-minute mark. That's a fast medium, and certainly I would say credit here to IncaUna's early play here versus Loyal, and Loyal is definitely going to have a hard time with that. I mean, it does have Pack 40, bring up another machine gun, not a bad pick there, though versus the Cromwell tank, obviously, an MG42 is going to fall a bit short, as Vickers machine guns, while known for many things, were not known for their anti-tank capabilities. MG42s, that is. Vickers weren't either. The Vickers was known for, amongst other things, being able to double a sort of versatility. They could sort of fire out and sort of have the rounds land on the top of the enemy troops. They used that in World War I, actually. MG42 didn't quite have that capability, but obviously had many others. Section moving about there, Crom moving out there. Gonna do this opening up, Pack hanging up, ready as well to do with any British armour if it comes directly added. If, though, IncaUna were to flank up with the Cromwell, that could be a lot bigger trouble there for the Pack 40. They punt up like an Fiatic. Cromwell Mark 4 cruiser tank racing ahead. Tank commander there. We do get tech up here for Loyal, but he's still going to be behind here, IncaUna. Cromwell's going to get directed in the 2-2 armoured car, which survives the impact with the 75mm gun there. Another shot there. Pack shoots and misses. Lucky there for IncaUna. Section there routed here by the Grenadiers. Unable to pass the barrier of machine gun fire there. IncaUna has to pull off the assault. East is something we might better place, I think, to push through. I mean, it's very lightly defended. Obviously, he's already got most of his force in the west, so that might be temptation just to push more resources into it. Loyal there going for second Pack 40. Probably in response to the fact he's not getting any tanks soon, and he's aware that just one Pack 40 may not be enough. In particular, if IncaUna brings up more tanks. So right now, with the fuel advantage Loyal has, it's going to be hard for IncaUna to bring in more tanks. Maybe it's not necessary, but I can certainly see the logic in bringing up a second Pack 40 currently. Since, I mean, if he loses the one Pack 40, it's a good flank. He's going to be in a very tough spot. Of course, it may also be he's actually planning to go for Spearhead and then still into a Tiger tank, which would be less advisable. But here we are. Going to disengage with the Cromwell tank. And it's 75mm gun. Cromwell hauling back there. Comes straight to the car upon there. Shoots, gets a nice hit on the Pioneers. Eastern side, there we got British infantry advancing there for King and Country. Still no upgrades there. No weapon racks, no grenades. At all. Bit strange there for IncaUna. You'd figured he'd go for something. He's got plenty of missiles floating about. I mean, a nice little Bren guns would be a big advantage versus Loyal. Even grenades, I think, could be. So a bit of an oversight there, I think. Still, good harassment there by Loyal. Certainly doing his best to get the fuel onto his side, which is definitely crucial. It tends to be an incredibly important part between the Wehrmacht and the British, and they do share some, shall I say, design elements, meaning whoever can get the most fuel the fastest tends to be the one with an upper hand. More so than with other factions. Anyway, Sappers on the way there for IncaUna. Being held up in the centre, second Pack 40 up, needs to be careful not to move too far ahead, obviously. So Paul McCart there, so Loyal is not stalling out here for a Tiger tank. Thumbs up there, too, in fact. Very good move there. Some players would be tempted, but Loyal is aware that might be a bit presumptuous. Western fuel proclaimed the other British Army, the 11th Armoured. Canadians on the west side, sees an eastern points here with the sappers and the sections. Germans battling up. IncaUna as he tries to break through the centre, but he is not finding much traction. Like a truck stuck in the eastern front mud, unable to get through it. IncaUna's attack through the centre has very much stalled in a similar way. Back here, nothing further going on there for IncaUna and the British Army. No sign of post-shows, and they could try and upgrade. They already, of course, it may be better to go for another Cromwell here, aim for more immediate armour superiority. Or maybe consider centre up doing them. There you go, crushing Silk Grenadiers here. Could see another Grenadier lost there, possible wipe there for Loyal, but he picks a decent time to retreat there. 7 kills on the Cromwell. Close to veterans 1. Definitely slowly becoming a worrying point there for Loyal. Still no upgrades though. And still no doctrine. In fact, we're at the 15-minute mark almost, and neither side so far has yet to commit to a doctrine. Bit curious. I mean, with the way that Loyal is playing, I would not blame IncaUna for going for mobile assault. The land matches at the right time could be quite potent. Of course, you could also go for just regular artillery call-ins here with these sections to do that. But so far, no sign of anything like that here from Loyal to try and break, or from IncaUna to try and break the stalemate here to do moving westwards here. Backed up by Pack 40 and punished, moving straight to Pack 40 here, but a mistake there by Loyal. Could be punished here by IncaUna, but no, does not punish him. Bit of luck there for Loyal. He needs to find going the substantial Grenadiers section supporting, but they're not in a good condition. The Grenadiers are basically shredding the British infantrymen. Due to superior positioning, weaponry, and experience. And there you go. Double pack against the Cromwell. Could be quite below to IncaUna. Fires a smoke shell there from the Cromwell just in time, but he loses the sappers in the east. In the process, section retreats, opening up the eastern side entirely there to Loyal. Still, for a brief while, he has 2 fuel points again and could now go for another Cromwell. Instead, we got here Royal Engineers. Interesting pick, more sappers on the way. Is he then planning for the aviary? I feel like the timing for that might be a bit ambitious. Loyal there going for the Panzerkampfwagen 4. We got hammer tactics, alright. Still, lots of munitions being floated. Still no sign of either grenades, weapon racks, or mines. Definitely feel like a bit of an oversight there by IncaUna. And he doesn't have to go for all of them, and certainly don't have to go for bolts. It's a pretty great upgrade, but when then floating that much munition without doing much with it, I feel like you're slightly off on the wrong side. But there you go. We do get finally an upgrade there. It's the sappers with flamethrowers. Obviously want to burn out the Huns. Scorched those Jerrys. Oh wait, Loyal there pushing up with his Panzerkampfwagen 4. Engaging British infantry with extreme prejudice. And there you go. Good hit there for the frontal armour. MG forces section in the east here. We got section for the Grenadiers. Sappers advancing there, flamethrowers in hand to deliver some incredibly scorching hot tea there to the Germans. Second must the MG42 in the centre and the east side there. IncaUna section moving up there. Crom there being repaired up again, this time with the military war speed being added. Still, Loyal there doing his best to lock down IncaUna's movements and of course secure himself more fuel. Panzer IV there being repaired by the Pioneer. More pioneers out there, more minesweepers, of course, up with repair speeds with this Panzerkampfwagen. Section ding in by the eastern victory point. So he can go for a comet here, not too far off. Pretty good there for IncaUna. Pretty good there. Meanwhile, if Loyal were to try and push for a Panther in this similar vein, it'd be a bit more expensive and time consuming. So you'd have to upgrade, then build the heavy Panzer Corps, and then build the Panther. Plus the Panther's less great infantry, at least with AoE shots. Anyway, section being suppressed, they to hammering away. Cromwell eastwards here for IncaUna. Still floating lots of munitions. Going up here, flanking the machine gun, pushing it back there. Good work there. Ground control the centre, we got 437, so 336. Machine gun holding up in the centre. Westwards there, we got section moving up. And we got Jaeger infantry there for Loyal, opening up for ambush tactics on his troops. Ambush camouflage. Sprint as well in the infantry, though we had Panzer Grenadiers, they'd be benefiting from it even more so. And obviously air support like artillery barrages and the Jaeger command squad. And certainly getting a Jaeger command squad now would be a pretty solid pick here for Loyal. Section attacking there. Got the Panther forming up there for Loyal and Deutschland. Firing high close shells into the midst of the advancing British infantry machine guns hammering in. Then we got the Cromwell up here for IncaUna. 8 kills, veterans 1. Moving forwards for the Commonwealth. Assams there trying to hold up behind some sticks, branches and twigs. I found themselves not making an awful lot of what you'd call progress. Pack 40 moving up there. We got Gammon bombs here for IncaUna, though still no major upgrades there. I'm a bit surprised with that, really. Isn't being helped by a single section like cover. Going to need something up to deal with that, possibly. Panzer IV remains ready to try and flank here IncaUna, but he leaves himself open for even a moment. Not far off there from the Comet tank. We are a few seconds away there. Yup. He can now call in the Comet tank there. And that could give Loyal a rough experience there. Panzer IV holding out. Got the 2-2 with the Cromwell tank. 8 kills. Great hit from the Pack 40. Shoots, misses the Grenadiers. Need to pull the Cromwell out of there soon. No sign of the Comet. Is he planning for an ABRE here? I feel like that's a bit of a mistake there by IncaUna. I mean, obviously, great versus the infantry support weapons, but less amazing against the tanks, and is a bit slower out there, so it may buy a lot more time to do whatever he wants to. Though so far, there's no sign of that. Obviously, it's not Tigers. May just be more Panther 4s, but he could theoretically be one of those mapmen who want to go for a tier 4. He could, of course, also just go for Stoogs. Obviously, he's not quite aware of what his opponent's gone for. He just knows he's seen flamethrowers. He's seen nothing else, meaning his opponent, that is IncaUna, could have gone for mobile assault or rolling engineers. Of course, the expectation rolling into the AB, he obviously would be sent to go for the Stoog here. But if he does, no, obviously it might be a bit more dangerous. There you go. Snap on the way for Loyal. A bit of a curse pick at this point in the match. We got a command vehicle made out of the Cromwell. Interesting pick at this time. Not bad. Just rarely seen. Frank Smoke to cut the sappers retreat. Nice work there. 2 thumbs up to IncaUna. Otherwise, nice ability usage there. Just, I know I'm lacking something else, you know, on the British infantry, like, you know, either Bren guns or grenades, possibly both. Sting on the western fuel point there. Good maneuver by a Loyal and the 9th Panzer Division. Colonies falling back into the pursuit here by angry British infantrymen. With flamethrowers and rifles and Sten guns. Gun is being bled out. That's going to be a wipe if he doesn't retreat soon. There we go. Even then could have a small chance of wipe here. That would have helped if IncaUna had access to more, you know, better grenades than the Gammon Bomb there. In the west side here, second charge gun is ABO ready there, and he does go for it. Saxon being suppressed here by heavy MD-42 fire. Another Panther 4 there for Loyal. Churchill ABRE, one of what was known as Hobart's Funnies, which is basically specialised tanks made for the invasion of Normandy. They were fanfare there, and we got the Incendiary Mortar support here raining down, catching the sniper in a bad spot, the MD-42 as well. Scorching away there in a sea of fire. ABRE moving up there with light support. So at this point, IncaUna, of course, has revealed his colours to Loyal. He has revealed that he's gone for rolling engineers and not mobile assault. So now to that degree, at least Loyal knows what he's up against. He's bringing up the second Panther 4. He's not cancelling it, and there goes shoots. Hoping to hit something, but instead mostly blows apart some toads, I think. Second Panther 4 there ramming for Loyal, and the 9th Panzer Division Colonel MD-42 ready and holding up in the centre here. We got 369 versus 330. We'll have to see what IncaUna does next here. His command tank lined up with the ABRE. Panther running westwards. Just bringing as well, ready to resist the ABRE. The east side is wide open. He could, I think, afford to send more troops there. Again, yeah, command squad could be a nice pick here, but always going for the offensive here against IncaUna, straight to the command tank back position here. So taking a few hits there. More troops moving up the east side here. Oh, catching the Pack 40 here. Got a flank force moving up with the game before starting parts of it back. ABRE shoots here. Almost getting on the disc. Got wiped there. Soaking up some damage. Anti-tank falling back. Cromwell heavy damage. More flame mortar support. Gonna need it here, I think, to break through there. Snowden murdering away there at the infantry on the side. There you go. Incendiary support here on the machine gun sniper and the pioneers. And we go involve them in another sea of fire. Section being rounded by the Panzer 4s. ABRE holding back there. Reloading its gun. Nasty engagement in the end. Loyal made, I suppose, some slight progress. We've not been able to grab the fuel point away from IncaUna. And IncaUna's getting a lot of fuel. In fact, he's not far off being able to go for a Comet now. And certainly a Panther ABRE and a Comet could be a nasty little combo there for Loyal that could struggle with him. Particularly he's got one Pack 40 down, but it could be grabbed back. And 2 Panther 4s. So we'll have to see what happens next. 6 Panther Lancer Great here on the Panther 4. Grenadiers advancing there on British positions, destroying the Pack 40. He's making a run for all the Grenadiers. He's making the run and gets it. Close one there though. Panther 4 takes a red hit here. ABRE is good to fire again there. It's Spigot mortar around there. Also known as the Flying Dustbin. Air recons out there from him. And use the command tank's ability there. 2 thumbs up to IncaUna. ABO advancing here, and I suppose ready to try and blow up some Gerrys. In the centre, German troops moving up here from Loyal, and the 9th Panzer Division here. Engaging IncaUna's Vickers machine gun. Another flame mortar support here. Could I suppose try and call in around here, then push forwards as soon as it begins disrupting Loyal's positions. Cromwell ready as well. Comet is close. Aircraft shot down there. Pinlight machine guns going for less than fuel upon there. Bring up the ABRE there. Machine guns rather bunched together. They need to get out of there fast, and Loyal obviously gets that message. Cromwell hanging back there, close to Infantry 2. Sappers advancing instead. West side there's now been claimed here by Loyal and the German army there. Telemines are planning being laid down here to catch up any British armoured assaults. Thumbs up there to Loyal. And we got the 8 command squad here finally for Loyal and the German army, putting at 4 infantry squads, 2 Panthers, 2 anti-tank guns, 2 machine guns, and 2 Pioneers. Overall, a lot of 2s there for him. Panther 1-5 with the 6-pounder gun. Command Crom there ready to boost any troops nearby. Baymax is stand up here between a Loyal and IncaUna there. Jaeger shoots, gets several gun his kill, but not quite enough. Got 5 kills, so on the flank, getting hauled here by the Vickers. Cromwell also joining in there. Veteran to gain on the Cromwell command tank. Sniper creeping up here for Loyal. Then we got gunners holding up here. No ambush camouflage, I think, on any of his units, but a disappointment. Oh, we got one gunner squad here though. Thumbs up to that. One it is. Sapper 6-pounder guns bringing up. They're backed up by the ABU as well. The troops hold up by the Panther 4 here though, preventing a crossing there by Loyal and the British Army. Back here, troops reinforcing. Loyal now IncaUna has actually not too many units actually calling the Comet, though he's close. He is close. You could instead, of course, go for Firefly to help deal with the German armor from afar. You go for the Centaur to help deal with infantry. Just go for another Cromwell. I mean, that wouldn't be bad picks either, to be honest. But if he can bring up more armor, I do think he should. Largely here on the German, as the Jaeger command squad project could throw down a smoke grenade to help cover against some of the machine gun fire here. Decides not to. Machine crew taking him down. In the voice, we got AV shooting. Not quite landing here. We got German air support called in here. Stuart close head spot raining about. The 6 Panther falling in. Under 5 and 6-pounder gun. Cromwell's landing a hit here. Stukas flying shots there. AV continue to pull back. 6-pounder gun almost got the Panther 4. The Panther 4 explodes. A significant blow there to Lord the IncaUna's. The Cromwell command tank is about to get knocked out. Panther 4 charging in. Shot bounce off the Cromwell's armor. Cromwell misses those. 6-pounder gun trying to catch up here with the Panther 4. Anti-tank guns get the Cromwell here. Panther 4, the main engine is out. ABRE could pocket finesse leads the 6-pounder guns. Well, ABRE continues to soak up damage. IncaUna can now call in a Comet if he wants to. And ABRE is about to go down. Emergency war speed, and it explodes alongside the Panther 4. Significant armored losses on both sides with IncaUna, though Moy's able to replace him. He goes there for another ABRE here. Not entirely sure I'm a big fan of that move. I mean, this instant, but again, it's not exactly correct versus other tanks. Obviously, he's just taking out all of Loyal's tanks. So quickly bring up another Panther 4 here. No call-in solutions for him. Troops being held down here by heavy machine gun fire there as Loyal strikes hard for the German army. Overcoming casualties and difficulties to, pursue the one natural thing in life of Germans, which is crushing Englishmen. ABM moving ahead here. Troops being routed. Machine gun taking damage. There goes Steve. Got Luftwaffe still doing damage to ABRE, pushing it down to less than half, or roughly half health. Gunners moving up there close to the ace level. Heavy fighting here with heavy casualties on both sides. But ultimately, Loyal comes slightly ahead out of that one. There goes shoots and wipes the Grenadier squad. Slightly changing that previous sentence by just a bit. Pat being grabbed here under British noses. ABRE being held back for repairs. Troops are healing forcing. Can still soon go for another Comet. Panther 4 is ready here for Loyal and the 9th Panzer Division. Adding a pin machine to that one. Very good move there. Yeah, command squad almost annihilated there by the 8th Vickers machine gun crew. There we go. Got the vehicle crew repairs being activated. Troops healing forcing. He's got the fuel now for the Comet, but obviously he's a bit short on manpower for it. Panther 4 in the east, which got fuel limits of 303. Small, tiny lead there for Loyal over IncaUna. Avery almost good to go. So we'll have to see if he ends up with another, a common in the first place. I mean, he went for hammer tactics pretty early on, but he's never really managed to do much with it so far, it seems. Catch the machine crew over the sections. Get an awkward spot to be caught in, to be honest. On the west, we got machine gun holding up here in the section moving westwards there as well. Avery, good to him. He got Incinerator called in. In the west by the machine gun there. Another Inferno unleashed against the Jerrys. The Hands. Avery, there we go. Finally getting a move on there. Plays being westwards. And now Lol, of course, tracking east, realizing his opponent's got nothing there at all, focusing too much in the center. Thumbs up there to Loyal. We see that IncaUna responds to this provocation. This defilement of British soil. 6 pounder guns moving up here, back here, troops reinforcing. Of course, with all the reinforcement, he's also delaying any, tanks. Guns around it. Moving eastwards there, almost got the fuel point in the east. Gun is flanking up here. So tank guns could be exposed. Got the second gun machine gun moving up there, moving up for the center as well with another machine gun. There we go. German infantry falls back from the east very fast as soon as the AVE can be heard. Lol, there's not many intents to dance with that one. Gun is being suppressed. We got the sniper Johnny in with 14 kills, 15 kills here. Panther going for the AVE, going for an exposed rear there. Good play there by Loyal, but the shot bounces and decides not to pursue. Still plenty of munitions are being floated by IncaUna. Still no upgrades. I'm still surprised at that.
Damned enemies trying to take a point from us.
Seizing the eastern fuel. Maybe a removing hit there for IncaUna.
Our supply line's broken.
Looking for support weapons, managing to destroy. Objective from the Pack 40 minute, second Pack 40 minute as well. On the east side here, any maneuver here from IncaUna is quickly being destroyed as the Panther Force on the way. And there goes section wipe. Another blow there to the British Army. 6 rounds up from the Panther Force, pushing it down to half health. Entertainment again, trying to pursue the AVA. Looks like he clicked an anti-tank attack order without paying attention to it further. Almost cost him the anti-tank gun, but it does narrowly get away with a close one there. Not entirely sure what IncaUna's planning next, but it does look to be the comment now. He's saving up manpower. He's not going for crumbles, which he always could, or fireflies or centaurs or whatever. Got the AVA going here for the Grenadiers and wiping out, snuffing out not even just for the 8 command squad and the Grenadiers. Critical places lost though. Going for more Grenadiers there. Lol is not interesting in the Panther Grenadiers for now. Jaeger command squad there after as well. 9 kills. Back here, reinforcement healing, though he may wait with the reinforcements a bit until he's got the Comet ready. He's not far off now. Just 80 more manpower. Just 80 more manpower. In fact, less than that. Lol can soon go for another Panther. Of course, may want to go for Stu. We got IncaUna though. No, not going for the Confat, going for the Sniper. Deciding he's had enough of the German one. Wishes to bury that bastard. Panther 4 more on the way there for Loyal. Got another bit of air support ready. Got another bit of air support ready. Push for the centre here, encountering German resistance as Loyal, of course, no intention to let him close to that. Second Panther 4 halfway done. Machine gun holding up the centre. Very good to go. We got Incinerator support already again here from IncaUna once more here on Loyal centre positions. Catch the machine gun once more in a sea of fire, burning from the machine crew very rapidly. Almost getting a wipe there, in fact, but they do manage to get through their centre, grabbed here by the British Army. Snugged in to bleed away. We got 21 kills. British sniper out there. Hoping that just as Loyal is not going to be expecting that one. I mean, a 34-minute counter sniper attempt to be rare there. Oh, got him. Loyal was very much punished there. Good work by IncaUna. Very good to go. 9 kills. Back here, troops reinforcing for IncaUna. We'll have to see what he goes for next. So far, no sign of additional armour. As well, of course, we've got the 2 Panzerforce ready and another pinlight machine in there for the German army. Back here, troops reinforcing. 6 pounding guns ready. AVRE setting out. Panzerforce moving out. Shot fired. Sappers in the fire from the section. Oh, that's a mistake, I feel like. At least he didn't get punished harder than he did. He only lost the machine gun, but I think he could have lost the gun if he wasn't careful. Alright, that got annihilated along with a part of the area. It's all gone. They're dead, Jim. Graham Eastern pointing again. Hard to say what IncaUna's planning. He's still got a lot of munitions are floating. Got 12 kills on the AVRE. Back here, troops reinforcing. More sappers here for IncaUna in the British Army. 11th Armoured is certainly slowing down his operations here with the Germans.
Flame mortars can be called to attack enemy structures.
Almost ready to fire the AVRE again.
Damned enemies trying to take a point from us.
Machine gun very quickly getting out. Even though like the threat is just implied, LOL has no intention of finding out about that.
RE sappers reporting in.
There's the snipers. Machine gun setting up as well. 3 kills. Veterans, 1 more pioneers ready for Loyal. And the Germans just fall back again. He's not risking it most of the AVRE. It could be a bluff, but if he's wrong, he's got some very dead men. West side, we got the Pan forming up. There's 7 kills. Veterans 1 getting there on the AVRE. Opening up for faster reload, which of course makes it much more powerful. Gunners moving in, trying to bait it out there possibly into some packs, but of course if they miscalculate, they're gonna be ragu. And these 3 points being secured. Gaia support called in and going up behind the AVRE. Good move there. Attacking from both sides. It's a deep envelopment here by Law there. Outmaneuvering IncaUna there. He was expecting them to attack from one angle. He wasn't expecting to be attacked here from several sides here. Good maneuver there by Law, catching IncaUna in the bad spot. He's found the AVRE. He might lose the AVRE before it can. Panzerforce down. 6 Panther guns down. AVRE down. A huge blow there to IncaUna. Law still has 1 Panzerforce ready. IncaUna has now no armor. And he's lost both of the anti-tanks as well to the Germans. Sentinel going off here on the eastern side. It's not hitting anything except maybe some squirrels. And who cares about those? Back here, troops in reinforcing. Pioneers being sniped out here. Season Eastern point here with the MD-42. We got 13 kills. Troops heading eastwards there for IncaUna. Troops sometimes into the MD-42 there. Being pushed back. I'm guessing IncaUna's plan is now the Comet tank here. Another AVRE I think would be not very good. I still just feel like the second one was a bit of a mistake, to be honest. They go at least Comet now. Might be that IncaUna was intended to test it out, see if he could push it somewhere, but it's quite clear the only way he's going to push that one is probably into the scrap heap. MD-42 that could be napped here by IncaUna, but clearly it's going to be difficult here with all the Germans watching there. Still got a lot of infantry and troops here versus Loyal is a bit shorter there, but at the same time, Loyal still has the infantry advantage, though actually not by much. In fact, he's got no machine guns left, so right now IncaUna might still have a chance to salvage this for the common. The machine guns here versus Loyal. If he's sharp and fast enough. Common almost done there. Seizing the western point here, we got Panther with the Pack 40 support here. Close to another Panther here for Loyal and the German army. Got mines being laid down here. We got Jaeger command squad, and he's charging at the centre victory point. Sniper there can do the kill away. We got 8 killed, 32 Jaeger command squad hold here on the west side. We get the Panther moving up, routing one of the IncaUna sections there. Comet tank arriving. That's going to be a real problem here for the Panther Force, at least on their own. But the numbers, they still have a chance, I suppose. Comet racing in there, go direct hit on the Panther Force, piercing the armor of the Panther Force, and lands a hit there. More Telemines being laid down here. Oh, S-Mine's actually a bit late though. Panther 4 there, down to half of the Comet. There is, well, not quite there. They got the Pack 40 setting up here. Shot bounces, other misses, but there you go. Panther 4 must down, Comet falling back here. And he's got the fuel for another one, so we just set up Manpike. He needs to go for another one. He actually briefly considered it, but looks like he's going to go for more tanks here. If we were to go for another Comet in time, that might actually give IncaUna a significant hand over Loyal, since of course 2, well, Panther Plus tanks there should be quite a formidable problem there for Loyal to deal with. We'll have to see what it ends up with. Either way, Comet there ready with its 77mm gun, which is technically just a 17-pounder gun, but due to the fact that the 17-pounder, the Comet tank used a slightly shortened version of it with different ammunition, they named it the 77mm gun to avoid any logistical issues. Panther on the way there for Loyal. It's now moving up here, getting a kill there. Pack being sniped out. Panther out there for Loyal.
Comet crew, awaiting new orders. Heavy tank, awaiting orders.
Sniper running back. Pinline machine being added. Very good. Section moving up here. Of course, there are a few S-mines in the way there. Straight to the fire there. We got 254 versus 253 versus 197. Now they're coming there for Loyal or IncaUna. That's going to be 2 Comets versus 2 Panther 4s and 2 packs. It's going to be challenged there for Loyal. Not impossible. Meanwhile, got the Panther striking these there on its own. Pretty risky there for Loyal, to be honest. I mean, if the Comet hits him, he could risk losing it. Though, of course, got the other Panther on the west side here. Comet going for it. Oh, doesn't quite get there in time, meaning German infantry exploits the gap they created by the Panther Force charge. Now we've got the other Panther on the west side. Good aggressive maneuvering there for Loyal. He's using the maneuverability just to try and keep IncaUna guessing and also rushing from point A to point B and then quickly dodges off. So it's hit and run tactics with the Panther Force, keeping IncaUna's Comet unable to quite respond as easily now. Breaking through the centre. Good play there by Loyal. Good play. 2 thumbs up for that one. Second combo is soon ready, and that's going to prom there for Loyal. There you go. Panther Pack 4 support going for the Comet. Guy down to Harfeld. Pretty good there. Big got Incendiary Artillery support called in here. Incendiary Mortar support. There you go. Comet down to Harfeld. We got the Panther pursuing here. Other Panther going in there. Blitzing up behind the Comet. Other Comet's on the way there. Can they take them out in time? No. Decides to back off here. Probably the best move. Now we got the 2 Comets versus 1 Panther 4. Pack 40's moving out. They feel they got 2 Pack 40s. It might be, in fact, trying to bait him into the anti-tank. It's now there. A nice reversal here by Loyal, but no. Close one there. Comets get away. Good lord. He almost managed to, like, you know, feign a proper retreat then. Bait Luca or IncaUna then into the anti-tank guns. But he managed to barely save it. Still, by now, Loyal has managed to gain control of the map again due to superior maneuverability here versus IncaUna. IncaUna, of course, still has 2 Comets, so he still has a chance of getting back into this, but it's going to be tough. Meanwhile, Loyal's bringing up more anti-tank guns, fixing up the Comet here. Still no sign of grenades or Bren guns. Still feel like there's a bit of oversight there by IncaUna, to be honest. Fix up the Comets. Half 8 to 52 there. Finish the section of the Vickers machine gun. Sturmgeschütz for Loyal. Good response to the Comets. In fact, he's bringing up a lot of anti-tank, knowing that if he can get rid of the Comets, IncaUna's chance of winning this are pretty much nil. Moving up for the center there, moving into the machine gun here, light machine gun team. Comets charging ahead here, we've got the anti-tank nearby, maybe able to respond, but there you go, Grenadier Squad finds its numbers halved in a matter of seconds, so the Comet there lands a high close shell in the midst. Anti-tanks are quickly backing off, moving up for the center, we got 244 to 134. Stug almost done there for Loyal, and the 9th Panzerstation Panther Force in need of repairs. Countering about aggressively. Got a machine car in the center, need a machine car at the eastern point as well. Mines could still be a good idea here for him. In fact, there's just been no mining at all there for IncaUna. None whatsoever. I feel like that's a definite oversight. Comet striking westwards here. Of course, still have to worry about telemines. Don't worry, Tones. It's not like the Germans lay down mines. What about those skull signs? Well, those are for infantry. They don't lay down anti-tank mines. That's unsporting. When were the Germans ever known for sportsmanship? Shut up, Terrans. Pack 4 landing great here on the Comet, forcing him back here. Panther opening up here, trying to flank out the Comets. More hits to the Comet. Oh! It's about to hit the telemine. Telemine goes off. Comet is with a sliver of health left here. The situation has turned against IncaUna in this matter of moments. Panther flanking the machine gun positions. Good deep flanks here by Loyal. He may actually be shot. He now dealing with the Comet for that much issue. Again, in partly thanks to that telemine. Stug moves ahead. The shot bounces off the Comet's armor. Panther flank up here. Using the power of the Blitzkrieg to quickly bypass The Comet, there you go. Shot bouncing off the Comet front armor. Really lucky there for IncaUna. Panzer 4 there, though. There you go. Stu gets the hit there on the Comet. One Comet left. Pack 4's moving in as well there. Senator called in. Triple packs moving up here. Stu taking a hit. They need to be careful, though. Stu glance. Oh, misses. Stu almost down. The other Panzer 4 racing for the north. Could go for a blitz here. Shot bounce off the Comet's armor. Should have brought more distance between it and the Stu. Comet misses the Stu. That's pretty lucky. Panzer 4 out there flanking the Comet. Comet misses the Stu. And there you go. This Comet is down. IncaUna is now without tank. Stu that goes down 10 under tank grenade. Still some great flanking maneuvering here from Loyal, including that Telemine has given him a rather decisive edge here. Versus IncaUna is going for another Comet, hoping that can somehow solve the situation, though he's now without armor. His infantry's been battered into the ground, and Loyal now has control of a good deal of the map, though he can of course gain more control soon if he's fast enough. I mean, if Loyal does nothing now, IncaUna might still have a chance to salvage it, but again, it's very much reliant on Loyal doing basically bugger all.
Capture point.
Panzer 4 roaming about 5 kills. We're up towards the Grenadier squad there. In the east side, we got a Grenadier squad coming up there as well. Very good. Machine guns around here by the Panzerkampfwagen 4. Austrian flak pent up there with infantry. Clearly not worried about another Comet here from IncaUna. Clearly not too worried at all. All 3 victory points now found control of the German army and the 9th Panzer Division. Packs on the eastern side, up here for the eastern fuel point there. Comet almost down there for IncaUna and the British army.
Enemy causing trouble, trying to take one of our points.
Moving ahead there for King and Country. There you go. Comet out for IncaUna once more. Osman almost down there for Loyal. He got 209 versus 120. Panzer 4 number 1 there, good to go. Gotta be careful of this Comet. Oh, that Comet there. Panzer 4 charging in this into the midst of the sappers. It's pretty bold there, but there you go. Comet ramming as well. Anti-tank grenade off, they're not quite timed correctly. Good hit by the Panzer 4 on the Comet. Heavy fighting for the Eastern Victory Point. We got 209 versus 106. Anti-tank guns, Panzer 4s on the move. Osman also moving in there. Trying to set up a defense from the center, but it is not falling apart here before it can even be established. It's like building a sandcastle by the beach. And there you go. IncaUna surrenders as the flak panzer rears its ugly head. GG, game over there. Nasty fight here on Crossing in the Woods. It was close there for IncaUna. I'm definitely surprised there's absolutely no upgrades. I mean, you don't have to go for bolts infantry squad. It's just the common move, but just then no weapon racks or grenades definitely seemed a bit weird to me. And I feel like, you know, while it's clear he wanted to, I think, expand with Aviary, I feel like he probably could have gone for a Comet instead of the second Aviary. Then he could also swap with Aviary. So I feel like that was a mistake by IncaUna. So I think those were some of the issues. Lowell was just really good with some news, good with armor flanking there, which was really crucial at times. It was IncaUna, plus that Telemate was also a big win there. So there you go. Hope you enjoyed this match. Hope you learned something from it. If you did, subscribe, like, share, comment on it. Tell friends, tell family, but don't tell your enemies. This is Imperial Links and cheers. Thank you for watching. Hope to see you all tomorrow again for a nice episode. Bye.